This is recording 11, October 30th, 2018, 10:52. This will be a conversation I had with a public defender assigned against my will named Miss Sullivan, Linda Sullivan. That was the head of the public defender's office, a thin guy in his 40s. All right, hold on. I'm talking about the cop that got fired in Groton. He called 911. He ends up coming in and making moves and pressuring my disabled wife for you know what. Short story, he got fired, and now they did find a way to get back. That's where we get to GA10 court charges. That's the backstory of all of it. It's very unimportant. Other than someone reported a police person breaking the rules in a way that, was just kind of disturbing. And it turned out Officer LeBeau had a history of doing the same thing in Norwich with drugs and prostitutes and getting caught by his own supervisors for that on the ship. And you're not a person you think needs to be a cop, right? Okay, let's get back to the recording here. Hold on. Okay. This is recording 10. It's a WAV file, 3 minutes, 43 seconds, October 30th, 2018. Linda Sullivan says, I don't know what her status is. I have asked to represent myself. The judge appoints her instead. That's the status. All right, so they've appointed her against my will, and then she's telling me she can't speak with me because they haven't appointed her in court in the performance mode, with the audience live. Whatever one calls this. They haven't said it differently. It hasn't been announced yet, so she can't say anything to me. She says she doesn't accept that part of the role. I'm asking her for info on the case. Right, they've played a mental illness card. They've scanned me for fitness, for competency 3 times. Oh, she has to follow guidelines. That's interesting. Guidelines come from the judge, bar members. They're not laws. But I've heard of guidelines. They say you can't record info in the court. She tells me to have a seat. Okay, court stuff. I'll fast forward. Okay, we're going one back. October 30th. There's the judge. He needs to see this. No, no. Yeah, it is. No, it definitely is. Kind of get an idea. A new topic. New topic. But that's new topic response. It's not, right. If no one can record your records in here, then you're totally safe. Right, that's what I asked for. But she's appointed anyway, right? No. No. Did you decide what you just decided? Excellent question. Easy answer. Except I said she's not. Your recollection of what is on record. Sir. This is the psychological evaluation that's ordered if you ask for your rights. I'm presuming this happens for others too. Okay, so this is not important. It's the date that it occurred. This is important. Let me pause. So, and I will just briefly pause. What this is referencing is not just cell phone data. It's Google connections to cell phones. They keep records of where you are. If you have Google, go to Google Timeline, and you'll see that it tracks where you go. That's not a surprise. That's another way that we look at the. I can show there's not me as far as it. I'm sorry that no crime occurred. That everything the police are writing is fake shit. I'm sorry, fake stuff because of who I turned in. Oh, I don't know. The guy who shows up as a cop, 911 call, does an okay job, but gets my wife's number when she's really sick and down, and then pressures her for sex favors. Nothing special, just sex favors. No, nothing nefarious. Okay, that was what was meant when I say about cell phone records. I can use those. And this is not the best one. The best piece of exculpatory evidence is the videotape from the hospital. The other tape from the hospital, the police scanner log, where you hear them say, instead of letting this one go because someone called it, you say, no, we know this one, and everything changes. Their lips go silent. Avoid eye contact with witnesses. Don't talk to one witness. Wrap up, leave. I bet they'll look at the camera once or twice. But the thing is that I guess they knew the court would cover for them. That's what's so odd. They'll do this right in front of cameras, and the court has no scruples in avoiding that issue, or showing that tape, or giving rights. See, the civil rights they want to give show the tape, which shows nothing but people standing and cops coming and making a scene. And then there's this article, if you Google Jonathan Brand in Norwich, or not Jonathan Brand in London, that I had a bad dream anyway, that it exists and depicts some nutcase who stops a chopper, but the tape is kind of odd in that nothing like that happens. You just see cops come and mess things up and leave with the prisoner. That was me. Yeah. Here. That the data I need for all charges to be dismissed is deleted by cell carriers who don't know that they should be retained. Right, sir. Next topic. It's a new topic. This is literally the process in court. They'll make a call. He doesn't get civil rights, appoint him. Don't let him speak. In other words, I can't file the motion I need now because they did another thing to stop it. But this is the thing that when it's let me just end here because it's boring and it gets much worse. This is probably attorneys. No, okay. The issue really is that we just heard them talking to me about the decision they made 10 minutes ago, then announced, and other aspects of who's involved and other details about their decision that was made. That was literally what happened. There's not a discussion and zero facts. And what you're going to hear in the next recording, and I'll put it on after I get back from court today. It's not disturbing. It's just real. If it's not already on this tape, then I've missed it as it went by. But it's a November hearing. I believe the judge says the words, "Mr. Brandon, we are not here to discuss facts." And I'm going to close there. And I agree. Yet I reject that. I reject that. I think you are there to discuss facts. And so am I. All right, that's my